So, I ran out here like with this message on my heart for y'all to go ahead and reach out and let you guys know that, you're not alone in this. I'm not alone in this. It may feel like it sometimes, but you're not. Hi there, hippies. It's Courtney Shavante, and I am currently sitting in my car. I just wanted to come out here and talk to you guys right quick because I really wanted to go ahead and introduce this new concept that I am working on. I am going to be releasing a podcast. This is going to be an introduction for it. The name of this podcast is going to be Manifesting Reality XO, because I am really, still fairly new to entrepreneurship, as far as, a lot of people who are in the game. I'm not as new as some people, but, I'm still rather new in everything. And I've just been going through a lot of different things and experiencing a lot of different stuff on this journey and everything. And I feel like a lot of people aren't really talking about it, really from a woman's perspective, for real, for real. And when I say that because I feel like a lot of the whole girl boss rhetoric and everything, it's really women trying to take on the role of men and everything. And don't get me wrong, like, get in where you fit in, but that's not exactly my lane. I'm more so trying to approach this from a different standpoint and everything. I'm not a man, I'm trying to more so run a feminine business, and I'm really trying to discover and get my feet wet excuse me, get my feet wet with, what that looks like exactly and how that's going to play out, and just exactly what that's going to look like for my branding and everything. And while I'm really excited to do it, I feel very lonely within this journey. Entrepreneurship itself is already, it's a lonely journey and everything sometimes, especially when you're first getting started. You may have like the little first surge of support and everything from your friends and family, and it's great. Like, that's beautiful. It's good. You should have people to support you. However, we all know that friends and family don't necessarily maintain the business and keep the bills paid, right? Like, however, if you're in this long enough, you know that with that first surge of support and everything, it starts to fizzle out a little bit, and people aren't keeping up with the whole day-to-day aspects of your business and everything. You have people like ask you, "Oh, how was your day and everything? What'd you do today?" You sitting there telling them it's like, "Oh, I've been kind of trending my analytics so I can, kind of see what's working for me with this marketing and everything. I tried this new color scheme or this new font or whatever. I'm seeing how people were reacting to it and blah 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 blah." You start elaborating on stuff like that. They just looking at you like they're looking at you like you're crazy and everything. And it's just like, yeah, because you're not in this. Of course you wouldn't know this. That's like, a doctor coming and talking to you like using all these medical terms and jargon that you're not familiar with, because that's not your field, that's not your practice, that's not what you do on a day-to-day basis. And respect to that. Like, I feel like it's very fair for people to stay in their lane, and you have to respect that. However, that doesn't mean that it doesn't come with its own issues and everything. Because, like I said, it's like I've been getting kind of lonely within this journey and everything. And since, I'm there, I know I can't be the only one. It's like I want to really talk more about, kind of what's happening with business and everything, like the day-to-day things that I am incurring, and what's going on, like what are the new obstacles, like what am I doing real time to fix it? What didn't work when I tried it? Like, what did work? Like, what did someone recommend that I tossed out but I probably should have tried? I just want to get into all of that. And I also want to be really real about kind of how my personal life is affecting, my business and everything, because I feel like that's one of the things that go into being a feminine being and everything. You're very in tune with your emotions and whatnot. So to be in tune with your emotions, that does not stop just because, you're running a business. So I'm trying to make sure that I find ways that I can ebb and flow with my emotions and everything. And when things are happening in my personal life, I want to know when they are really, how it's affecting the business portion of it and everything. Because, we can try to keep church and state separate as much as we can, but we all know how that ends up blending up in the end. So yeah, like, that's my goal and stuff. It's like I want to talk about, like, my struggles with dating and entrepreneurship, because, like, like, let's get into it. Like, when you have a lot of ambition, like, it scares men. So, like, sometimes they don't expect it from me because, I don't look like a hard ass or anything. And I don't necessarily talk like one either. It's like when I'm talking, I speak very softly and stuff. So they don't know that I'm doing some of the stuff that I'm doing. They don't know that I have the drive that I have sometimes until it comes up. Because if we're being completely honest, it's like I don't really care to get into, like, my personal finances too much, like, with my dating. But that's, like, to be honest, we can get into that into a whole nother episode, because I really don't feel like it's their business too much anyway as a man, and, just my position as a feminine woman. But, like, that's a whole nother conversation for a whole nother day, baby. But yeah, like, I want to talk about that. I want to talk about parenting. Like, that's a huge one. Like, I want to talk about how I am really balancing motherhood and, being an entrepreneur, and how it's made me busier in certain ways and how it's freed me up in other ways. I want to talk about, how I left my job and everything, how, I had all these different jobs. Like, I want to get into, like, my job experience and how it affected me personally, things that I had to learn on the job, and things that I went and applied to, my business now, and the things that I've taken from all these different employers and stuff that I've had. I really want to jump into all of that, like, and just get into so much more. I want to get into the spirituality of business and everything, and just, like, really lay it out there about what I'm going through, like, and how I'm dealing with it, and, like, just how it's all playing out for me. Now, I of course don't want to get too personal or anything, so with that being said, I probably won't be in the business of giving names and stuff like that. You're not gonna know who I'm dating. You're not gonna know, like, who I'm going out to lunch with, like, with my friends and stuff, unless they the type to want to be tagged and everything. You see them on my stories. But, like, outside of that, it's just like, I really want to be very open and transparent with y'all, especially when it comes to the business, because I really wish I had this type of guidance. Like, I wish I have a friend right now, to be completely honest, that was going through a lot of the things that I'm going through within the business. I don't feel like I have a lot of people who are on my level business wise. I do know a couple entrepreneurs and stuff, but I don't know anyone that's, like, on my level. And when I say that, I'm not just talking about, like, I know people under me. Like, I know people above me too. Like, I know people who are, like, way further than I am in this whole entrepreneur game. And, I'll shoot them a message from time to time. Like, no shame in my game. However, I want someone that I can talk to about what we're going, like, someone in the trenches with me now. It's like, I want to talk to the people who are in the trenches with me now. So that way they know, like, what I have going on. We can talk about it, and we can get out the trenches together, baby. Like, I'm trying to get to the other side. Like, I am trying to get to the other side. Like, I'm trying to get to, like, that whole, like, fuck you money. It's like, that's the type of money that I'm trying to make and the type of life I'm trying to establish for myself. I want to live a life that's so comfortable that I am literally able to do whatever I want whenever I want it, like, at any given moment. Like, literally the only thing that may stop me is a responsibility tied to, like, my family or something like that, something more on a personal level. However, it's just like my goal is my freedom. It's like that is what I'm chasing out here, and that's what I want. I want to go see the world. It's like I want to go help people. Like, I have so many different things that I want to go do and experience, like, and I really just want to give back. Like, that's what's been driving me lately. I feel so fueled to, get up here and, really make a name for myself and start making this money, not just for me. Like, I'm definitely gonna spend it on me. Like, I'm a Libra, like, that. However, it's just like my heart is so big, and I just want to go create more opportunities for other people. It's like I try to stay very up to date on world news and stuff, like, and when I say world news, I mean, like, on a personal level, like, not what's necessarily going on in the politics all the time, but I want to talk to the people who are out here, the civilians that are out here, like, really struggling on a day-to-day basis. It's like, what do you need? How can I help? These are the things that just be flowing through my mind and everything. So yeah, like, I just really want to get on here and, like, kind of introduce y'all to kind of what manifesting reality is going to be, what you can expect from me and everything. And I just felt so moved to get out here and tell you this right now. Like, that's why I'm in this robe. Like, if you well, most of you probably already watch my YouTube right now, because this is the first like, little thing that I'm doing for this. But I know you know this print, like, this print right here, like this print, because you didn't see me working like, in this robe, doing some tutorials and everything. So I ran out here, like, with this message on my heart for y'all to go ahead and reach out and let you guys know that you're not alone in this. I'm not alone in this. It may feel like it sometimes, but you're not. I'm going to make sure that I build a community. There's people out here who are willing to support you. You just have to go find them. You have to find your tribe. You got to put that work in. You got to, make yourself a better person, so that way you can go out there and attract what you need from the world. Like, and manifest that shit. Manifest reality. Create the reality that you want to live. We are all creating our reality collectively and individually. Collectively and individually. So with that understanding, you would be so careful about, like, the thoughts that you think and the energy that you put out, because you're constantly manifesting. So don't be your biggest obstacle. Get out of your own way. Make sure that you're right within. Do the best that you can to find that inner peace. It's hard sometimes. I know that's hard sometimes, but you got to do it so that way you can go on to be bigger and better and do even more for yourself and the world. You can give back to the collective and find that true happiness that comes from just loving on others and being loved on. So yeah, like, that's just, I wanted to tell you, hippies and everything. Like, welcome to Manifesting Reality, and I can't wait to get on here and talk with you guys even more and just discuss even more pertaining to these topics. If you have anything in particular that you would like for me to get into or anything like that, leave a comment or something, reach out to me, like, let me know. I'm not gonna lie, comments are easiest to get in contact with me with, because I do not be in them DMs, baby. I do not be in them DMs. Sorry, I love you dearly, but I do not be in them DMs. Email me or send me a comment on YouTube, and just, like, kind of let me know, like, what you're interested in hearing about. And if you are, like, a femme boss out there too, who's tired of that cliche, like, girl boss rhetoric, and you really want to be out here using your whole feminine ass in this business thing, like, stay here, stay subscribed. Make sure you go find my podcast on all streaming platforms. I'm gonna get it out there for you guys, and it's gonna be an amazing experience, and I can't wait to talk more with you. And until next time, hippies, XO. Keep manifesting your reality.